when I was in that state of mind where I literally was going to work, I was coming home and I was just like zoning out, just staying in my room, not doing anything, not talking to anybody, couldn't really eat, I couldn't sleep. I had so much on my mind. Like I damn near didn't even really want to be here because it was just more like you start thinking like, what is the point of all of this stuff? Like you start questioning your worth. You start looking at like, why this, why that? And then you feel like shit because like, why are you even feeling like that? And a lot of times too, people don't even know that you're feeling how you're feeling, right? And so you might be going through shit and nobody even would have a clue because a lot of people are able to still show up, go to work and do what they need to do. But then behind closed doors, like they're not happy. And a lot of people aren't happy, but you know, as a man, especially, you understand that things still have to, like the show goes on. So bills still have to get paid. You still got to clock in. And luckily for me, like it was never to a point to where like I was just like, F it, I'm not going to do anything. Like I knew I still had to pay what I had to pay and things of that nature. I got hit with so much things at one time. I was sad about being a co-parent. I had lost a really good paying job. And even to this day, I still haven't got back to making what I was making at that time. Now, granted, I'm about to leave to the military, and so, you know, I'm getting back on track slowly. But like, I think in the span of like 6 months, I had like 7 different jobs: Amazon, UPS, Walmart. I worked for a concrete company, and then I did carpentry. I had a brief stint at Cup Foods. Damn, there was something else that I did. This is like at the span of 6 months. So that means I had to, you guys know what it's like to get a job. Like literally you have to put in the application, you have to go in for the interview, you know, you go to orientation. Like I did that like 6 different times. Like it was so much going on at one time. At that point too, you know, I'm still a parent, so I still have to show up for my child. You know what I'm saying? It's behind on stuff. Like I owed people. I was like, I just didn't really want to do this. I was having car problems. It got so bad. It got to the point like it was either fix the car or skip the car payment. Well, I'm like, okay, I can't drive the car if it's not fixed. So I end up taking the money that I had to fix the car. So now I'm missing car payments. That ends up getting repoed. You understand? And it was just like so much at one time. So I'm just like, bro, like I could never be down bad like this ever again. As somebody who can take accountability for everything that I've ever been through, I told myself like this, it's my fault. Like everything that has happened in my life, it's my fault. So I wasn't so down bad to the point where like I'm blaming other people for like where I'm at. I know like this is 100% on me. Like this is on me. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like that. And that's why I say like being depressed or whatever you want to call it, it's literally just a mindset. We don't get to pick when thoughts come into our mind, but we do pick if we're gonna dwell on it. At this time too, I was super out of shape, bro. I was probably like 240. To be that heavy is crazy. Like it's crazy. So, you know, I'm heartbroken. I'm out of shape. I don't have any money saved up because again, I was so dependent on the money that I was making from this job because I'm getting like $1,000 after taxes, after child support, after everything. I'm getting like $1,000 every Friday. So I'm thinking this money is just always going to keep coming in. I got fired unexpectedly. You know what I mean? Like I had a blow up with the supervisor. Now, mind you, in this type of field, that's a normal thing. Like when you do concrete, like having blow ups and yelling and stuff like that, it happens like more than you would think. So I'm not really thinking nothing of it. So to lose my job because of that was crazy, and just like never really like recovered and got to where I needed to be. And so just thinking that like I meant more to people than I did, because you really find out like who supports you and has your best interest when you don't have anything to offer, when you have nothing to give. That's when you really see this person try to make my life more harder than it had to be. And again, I can't blame anybody but myself. You have to give yourself a fighting chance. That's why people say go to the gym. But even if you don't go to the gym, just like try to do stuff around the house. Make sure that you stay in a clean environment. You know, I put a lot of like positivity around me. I would make stuff like this. So I would have positivity all around me. You know, things that would uplift me, things like that. I would change my lock screen on the phone to positivity. I would listen to motivational content. I'm just trying to change your algorithm. Don't compare yourself, because I think that's the one of the main things that causes people to be depressed is you're comparing yourself to other people, and you're looking at what they're doing and what they have. Just understand, like, what you're going through, like, it will pass, and just know, like, your turn is gonna come where you're prospering, where everything is just like falling into place. And the thing about being rock bottom is that, like, when you're at the bottom, the only place you can go is up. So whether it takes a year, 2 years, 3 years, however long it takes, like, being consistent is what helps you get out of that hole. The stuff that hurts you is what fuels you. Like, the only thing that's gonna really make me feel better is being successful. I'm not trying to make it seem like I just have like a messed up life. I'm not a happy person, and my life is horrible. That's not the case, but I still carry a lot of stuff that, like, people don't know, the things I'm just not willing to share. Give yourself a fighting chance, reach out to people. That's something that I didn't do. I didn't, like, nobody really knew what I was going through at the time. As a man, you don't really feel like you can go to anybody, because people will look at you like you're weak, or they tell you to man up. A lot of people, they just don't understand, I think. Like, they just don't understand. The one thing that really helped me was just, like, going to the gym. And I know, like, you hear that a lot. It's like once you start seeing progress, you get addicted. It's like, it's a good thing, right? So it's gonna get to a point where if you don't go to the gym, you don't feel right. And I mean, you could just start small. Like, go one day, take 2 days off. Go one day, take 2 days off. Like, just start like that. You know what I mean? Start small, but, like, just start. Like, no matter where you're at, just get to it. No matter where you're at. And, like, once you start seeing the progress, you start feeling better about yourself. Because I would say a lot of people, like, when you're depressed, it's because you're not where you're supposed to be in life. You might be out of shape. You might not have any money saved up. You might not feel worthy. You don't feel like, you deserve anything. And you just might have messed everything up. Or whatever the case may be, like, you can turn it around, though.